Okay, rolling audio, rolling cameras. Ready? Yeah.
All right, quiet on the set.
Lady,
Jamie, be conscious that I'm shooting.
Huh?
I'm shooting.
and action.
So, we're here at the Dame Dash Studios, the OSG Summit. I'm sitting here with who I call Dr. Action.
Dr. Action.
And, I know you as a doctor,
Yeah.
principal, you like to be humble. But I'd like you to introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are.
All right. Yeah, so my name is Dr. Anissa Riley. I'm a doctor by degree. I have a doctorate in educational leadership, so that's why you get the DR period. Shout out to DR period. And I'm an author. I published a book. I am a principal of an elementary school. I am a talk show host, and I'm a CEO boss. I have to put that in there. Oh, I'm an actress too. If you want to catch my movies, they're on Amazon Prime, so I've done movies as well.
So, you're part of the OSG.
Yes.
And it's like the credentials of being a part of OSG is you have to be helping. You have to be intelligent. You have to be willing to evolve. But you also have to be swaggy.
Yes.
And you have to be honest.
Yes.
And, again, my first interaction with the OSG was surprising because I had never seen black principals before. And suspiciously to me, I'm like, if, there's 120 black principals like you.
Yeah. Like me?
Why is it that principals, when our culture helps our culture, why is it not showcased?
I mean, it's all part of a controlled narrative, right? That's how I see it. Unfortunately, for a lot of principals like us who are really about helping our children who have been marginalized, who have been underrepresented, face a lot of adversity. Because if that narrative changes for the child that has been held down, do you understand what it does to the economy? Do you understand what it does to society? Do you understand what it does to a generation of people who have for so long been held down? And so if the system allows the children who have been underrepresented to thrive, then it changes people's, the way I like to say it, the ones who've been getting the milk from the golden calf, they no longer can get the milk. That's the reason why they said slaves can't read. That was against the law, because once the slaves read,
they're not going to want to be slaves.
They're not going to be slaves anymore.
So you're saying educating people that are in a place of, survival and all this unrecognized trauma, they want to keep them traumatized so that they can profit from it.
It's all profit. It's all profit.
So what you're saying is this systematic thing is intentional.
That's very intentional.
And as a person that's in the system, understanding what the agenda is, how do you maneuver and make sure the right curriculum, as well as what you need to do to survive legally, how does that get implemented without, someone, stopping what you're doing? Like, what kind of freedoms as a principal do you have to make sure the narrative is right for our kids?
So I think I have about 2 or 3 answers to that question. So there is a book by Warren Venice, and it's on leadership. And one of the things that he says in the book is, as a leader, you need to master the context, right? If I was, where I'm from, the hood, it was like, this is my hand, let me play my hand smart. So once you understand the context that you're dealing with, you understand your parameters, then you can move within that circle and you learn how to massage it, right? People who are in the rich, who are considered rich and wealthy, understand tax loopholes, right? So how do you go through tax loopholes? So as a principal, you learn the educational loopholes. You learn what you can and cannot do. You learn how to do it. So that's one way that you can do it to make sure that our children are doing well. And then the other way is you have to fight a fight that you may lose. You may go into this fight.
It's a battle.
The battle.
It's not about the war.
Right, it's about the battle.
Right.
You may go into this battle knowing that I may lose. However, you're gonna get some small wins in this battle. And so you have to be willing to put yourself out there, be a maverick, create the change at the expense that you may lose. You may lose your joy, you may lose your credibility, you may lose your reputation, you may lose your job. But if you're really about it for the children, then that's small talk.
So what keeps you pushing is the children.
It's the children.
So it's a really genuine love for the kids.
It has to be. You know, I don't think anyone gets into education at first that doesn't love children or doesn't want to make a better world for children. I think what happens is because of all the bureaucracy, because of all the systems that are put in place to hold people down, because when you get into the business, you find out that it's really not about children.
It's about the business.
It's about the business of children. That your heart becomes jaded, that you become slighted, that your health becomes jeopardized. And that's why it's important to have a coalition of people like Offspring Grounds, OSG, to surround you so that way when you are having those moments, you can steal away and get around people with like minds who can build you up. You know?
That's beautiful. That's very well said. So, you know, again, as me growing up, I never saw unapologetic black people like yourself. Someone that's as educated as if not more than them, but still maintains that swagginess, can still dance, still talk that talk, still, you know, be fly. How is it being so aware and maneuvering in that system where you know somewhat it's oppression, but you still want to bring that light? Like you just described that.
Yeah.
But, you know, for me when I met y'all, I was like, I didn't know that you existed. It's like they're hiding y'all. And that's why I felt it was important to showcase y'all. And also to showcase that, you know, I feel like you guys lead by example. Once you know something, you do it and then you teach it.
Yeah.
So it was important for me, for you guys to recognize your dreams. Because if you can make other people's dreams come true, and you had enough discipline to go to school enough to be a principal and deal with the bullshit and still give that love for free when no one's watching. I mean, imagine if you put that sort of attention on your dreams and what you would be able to do.
Yeah.
You know, and then the business mind of a principal. You know, that's why I want all of y'all to have CEO stuff, because
I don't have mine.
we're gonna get you right. But you go into a principal's building, it's bigger than any office I've ever had. Way more people and way more at stake, and doing way more things, from fashion to building an environment to balancing budgets to making music to grading to hiring and dealing with constraints. I'm in business. I don't see any CEOs as sharp as y'all. You know? So I want you to have a self-awareness that what you're doing is something that most people can't do, that have so much more wealth as far as financial money. But y'all got so much more wealth because y'all got that love bank. You know, and that's what keeps y'all rich. But I do want y'all to benefit from the fruits of your labor so good that you can help others. And I feel like you guys have embraced that. So in a year or a year and a half since I met you, you've written a book. This is your third season of a TV show, and you never shot one. I just talked to you over Zoom and you just went ham. The first time or the second time I see you in a physical, you have editors, you have photographers, you have everything that you need, and you're signing autographs. You know, you have merch, you have books. You're the plug now.
I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate it.
No, I mean, like I told you before, you know, you are so freely giving of your information. You are so freely giving of your knowledge, and because of that, you know, you continue to be successful. You know, I'm a God girl. I say it all the time. There's a scripture that says, "You will reap what you sow," right? You reap love. You reap knowledge. You reap wanting to make people better, and that's why you continue to give that in vain. That's why you continue to be on top, and regardless of what happens, because you still pour into others, you will always be blessed. Always. Because you do it free of charge. Like, how many people can really say that they've had an opportunity to sit with a legend, entrepreneur, and look at their receipt, their track record? And on your track record, if anyone knows who we talking to, who you was on your track record, and who has come through the Dame Dash University of Entrepreneurism and made it big, right? Who can say that? And we met you over a Zoom, and what you do is the same thing. So you got principals who are coming through your university, and you just do it freely. You never charged us, you never asked us. You say do this, do that. My logo's because of you, because we allowed to use your resources. You don't think God is gonna honor that? That is straight. What you reap is what you sow.
And it's fun.
And it's fun.
And it's fun.
And it's fun.
I'm having a ball.
Yeah, and I'm having a ball too. So I appreciate that so much.
No, I appreciate everything that you're doing. So the one thing we do is dream,
Yeah.
you know, and we talk about it often. And I remember dreaming about seeing all y'all and being able to shoot with y'all and getting in front of y'all, and it's actually happening.
Yeah.
What does the OSG Summit in LA mean to you?
Well, for me, going back to something I already said about being around your people, or what we like to say is our tribe, that can pour into you when you have those moments of uncertainty, when you have those moments that you want to jump off the ledge because leadership and education becomes so daunting and so hard. But being around the people gives you that shot of energy that you need, that shot of insulin, that shot of adrenaline that you need.
I need insulin.
You need insulin, yes, sir. Yeah. Well, I need adrenaline shots as a leader sometimes,
I'm an
right?
adrenaline shot.
Yes, you are. So this coming together in LA is just a coming together of that energy, of that adrenaline, of that espresso shot that you need in the morning just to get it going before you crash. That's what it means. So it means a coming together of like-minded people. It means coming together with a tribe. You know, there's a tribe in the jungle. Lions travel in packs. Elephants travel in packs, right? And you never forget your pack. And so this is my tribe. This is my pack, and we're doing big things together, dreaming together.
Dreaming. It's all about love.
Yes, it's all about love. And well, I'll just share one of my dreams. I'm gonna put it out there. So I got an opportunity to interview Columbus Short, and I would love to do a movie.
Oh, that's happening. That's easy.
Yeah,
I'm a dream catcher, so that's easy.
Yeah,
That's easy.
you know, on my vision board, it's like there. So one of those June 30th inch, I'm like, oh.
So, you know, anything else you'd like to say? I want you to tell me your Instagram, or your book. You got your book?
Yes, my book is here.
You got your book? Where's your book?
Yeah, it's coming. My book is coming. So as we get ready to get my it's coming. Come right now. So as soon as we get my book, so follow me at Dr. Riley IG. Our show is on YouTube at Ask Dr. Riley. This is my book. It is the 5 Buckets of Leadership, Speaking in the Moment. Now I wrote this book because there are people who want to be better at public speaking, get nervous and anxious with public speaking, get tongue-tied with public speaking, and you just need some way to be able to feel confident. So in this book, I teach you how, a little technique that hijacks your brain. I'm into brain science. Yes, we're nerds, we're cool nerds. I'm into brain science, and it's your brain that really kind of trips you up in that moment. So I teach you a trick that hijacks your brain, reroutes your neurotransmitters, so you're able to speak succinctly in the moment every time and sound like a pro.
Very well said.
Yes.
And
So if you want to sound like a pro, get the book. You go to Amazon, you go to my website, www.askdrriley.com.
And the last thing I want to say is just, you know, just for the narrative. I call her Dr. Action because we were on a Zoom. She was really one of the first to identify what her dream was. And I gave her almost instructions over the Zoom, and she made it happen very fast. She's about that action. And she has serious CEO traits. Like, she's gonna wake up in the morning and work out. She's gonna lead by example. She always keeps a good energy. It's always positive. She always looks good, and she gets things done. And that's why we've deemed her Dr. Action and appreciate her as such. I use her as an example of what you can do when you know that you can do it, and you're fearless about it. And that, you know, if she could do it, why can't you? So you set the bar. You were the first, and I appreciate that, and I want to celebrate you, and I want you to celebrate yourself. And I want everybody to know how I feel about you.
Yes, I appreciate it. And I want to celebrate my team because my team, when I called them, they jumped to action. So Bronx MC, follow him, Bronx MC. Genius World Media, make sure you follow him. Princess Tish, one, I think that's her Instagram, IG, I hope so. True Reflection 623, that's my makeup artist. Please make sure you follow her. My wardrobe, Holly, Andrew's Girl, and Lyrics Touch. So follow those people because that team has really helped me be able to get to this place of living the dream. And all of our dreams are coming true. Thanks to Dennis McKeezy.
Always Dennis.
OSG. Dennis McKeezy, you know how I feel about you.
And thanks for Lays for bringing me into the fold.
Yes, and Uncle Lays, I call him Big Brother, he understands what that means. And then for Dane, seeing a vision and following through, because if not, you know, no telling where we would be a year and a half later from meeting.
We've had a ball. It's all been very productive. So thank you. Love
Thank you. Love you too.
And you killed it. Shot your whole season here yesterday. And you're still awake. Came right off the plane, got to work, but you know we about that action.
Yes, that's right. We about that action.
That action. Holla.
Peace.
Nice. Nice and cutting.
All right, let's get to the next.
You got insulin on you?
I got my-